Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make a DIY disc sander from an old dryer motor. Now there's a lot of nice videos on YouTube on how to make these sanders, but the goal of this one is to show you how to make one for under 10 bucks but still have it be fully functional. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel Duct Tape Mechanic for more tinkering and DIY videos. The first step is to obtain a dryer. Doesn't really matter if it's gas or electric. I've typically found that electric dryers have a little bit larger motor. These dryers are readily available and they can be found for free on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. I found this one a couple of streets down from where I live. And I just tore it apart and I got the motor out of there. On a side note, dryers are relatively easy to work on. I actually have a video on my channel on how to repair a dryer that doesn't heat up. People actually get rid of these things for some of the smallest reasons. This is the motor I pulled out of the dryer. This is about a quarter horsepower. This is a quarter horsepower. I was hoping for at least a third horsepower, but we're gonna make this work. And this is about the only hardware you need for this project, so you can finish this thing up for about $7 or $8 worth of hardware. And this motor I pulled from an old dryer. The electric dryers typically have a larger motor like this one right here, and these are 1/3 horsepower, so a little bit more, but unfortunately this one here is burnt out, so I can't use this one. So I'll be using this one. This drive shaft doesn't have any threads, and this one here, the threads are a little bit too small here to do anything with. They're actually meant for the belt. So what we're going to be doing is attaching this bolt to the drive shaft like this to extend it out, like that. Then we'll be kind of using these to mount. Kind of like that. Alright, let's get to work. The next step was the hardest for me because my welding skills are still developing, but it's to weld on the bolt to the drive shaft, and this is particularly challenging because it has to be perfectly level, otherwise there's going to be wobble in the disc sander. So this is what it looks like after the bolt has been welded onto the drive shaft to extend it out. The next step was to weld on the 90-degree brackets to the frame of the motor to make a mounting surface for the sander. This was a lot easier than welding on the bolt to the drive shaft. Next, I used a piece of MDF to make a wheel for the disc sander using my scroll saw. I should note that even though I'm using some MDF here, a 1-inch piece of scrap plywood would also do the trick. After cutting out the disc, I made a countersink hole in the middle of the disc. That way the nut would be mounted flush. Then I finished it off by sanding it down with some sandpaper. To make the platform for the motor to be mounted on, I screwed on two 2x4s to the remaining MDF board. Then I made 4 holes into the platform for the mounting bolts, and I carefully mounted the motor onto the bolts and tightened everything down. I made the elevated platform where the wood piece rests while you sand it using some scrap pieces of wood and a piece of plywood. For the next part, I cut out some sandpaper and used some adhesive to attach it to the disc. Then I bolted the disc to the drive shaft of the motor. Next, I screwed in a 90-degree bracket and mounted a single pole, single throw switch to it. The wiring to the project was relatively simple. I cut an old extension cord and added 1/4-inch female disconnects to each wire. Then I hooked the green wire to the ground of the motor. It's clearly the terminal for the ground is labeled GND. Then I hooked the hot black wire to the motor blue wire and the white neutral wire to the motor orange wire. Then I used butt connectors to splice in the switch into the hot/black wire. I used a staple to secure the extension cord and some zip ties to tidy up the wiring. This is what it looks like when it's done. Nice little $10 build. The only thing left, which I'm not going to do right now, is to bolt this whole thing down to secure it into place. There you go. That's the finished product. As you can see from the demo, the disc sander does a decent job of doing some light sanding. It's not perfect, but that's the part of tinkering you have to live with. Let me know in the comment section of how you would have done it. Would you have used the direct drive mechanism like myself, or a belt and pulley mechanism? And as always, stay tuned for more tinkering videos.